Yo!
Spot for a Glock. I took a long overflow, but still got a knock.
Money! Jerry, does that make you feel good just to say that? Say it with me one time, Jerry.
Show you the money.
Oh, no, you can do better than that, Jerry. I want you to say it with meaning, brother.
Yeah, no, show you the money.
Not show you, show me the money.
Show me the money.
Yeah! Louder!
Show me the money.
That's it, brother, but you got to yell that shit.
Show me the money.
I need to feel you, Jerry.
Show me the money.
Jerry, you better yell.
Show me the money.
Show me the money. Good day, fellow dog trainers. I'm certified professional dog trainer and certified behavior consultant, Will Bangura. I'm your host, and you're listening to the Profitable Dog Trainer podcast, where we discuss all topics business building, marketing, and how to be a profitable dog trainer. Maybe you're new to the training field. Maybe you're a seasoned pro. But, in today's economic climate, many of us might be shouting, "Show me the money." But before we get started into today's episode, can you do me a quick favor? Please like this podcast, hit the like button, and be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode of The Profitable Dog Trainer. And please, if you like or love what we're doing here at The Profitable Dog Trainer, please give us a 5-star review. That's how this podcast will rank higher, and we'll be able to help more trainers prosper, increase revenues, and get paid what we're worth. In the opening credits there, we've got a clip from Jerry Maguire. And if it shows my age a little bit, I was just looking up to see when did the movie Jerry Maguire, where that whole show me the money scene, when was that movie put out? And it was 1996, 29 years ago. I can't believe it's been 29 years. Time goes by so fast. And when we are in business for ourselves, time can go by very quickly. And one day we could wake up and realize we're not really reaching the financial goals that we would like. Unfortunately, there's a lot of dog trainers that are fantastic at what they do. They're fantastic at training pet parents. They're fantastic at training dogs. Whether you're doing basic obedience, whether you're doing puppy training and socialization, whether you specialize in training like agility, or perhaps you specialize in behavior problems. Maybe you're a behavior consultant and you're working with dogs that have severe aggression, reactivity, fears, or phobias. And you're great at what you do, but you're not making the money. And this podcast is all about showing you how to make the money. As I mentioned in the opener, I'm Will Bangura, and I've been training dogs for over 30 years professionally. When I started out training, actually, it was way before 30 years, because I've been training dogs professionally for 30 years. But I actually started training dogs with my father in 1975. I'm 59 years of age, if you're wondering. But back then, and even in the early days of professional dog training, everything was about force. Everything was about compulsion. There was not a lot of talk about force-free dog training. There was not a lot of talk about positive reinforcement. There was not any talk about not using aversives in training. I used choke collars, prong collars, e-collars. Now, today, I don't do any of that. Today, I am a total positive reinforcement trainer. I'm a force-free trainer. I'm certified with the Certification Council for Professional Dog Trainers. I've got my CPDTA and I've got my CBCC KA, if I got all those letters correct. And I'm also a certified canine behaviorist, which a lot of you haven't heard about. But there is an organization called International Canine Behaviorist. You can find them at icbdogs.com, I believe it is. And I'm a certified canine behaviorist. And that certification actually comes out of the UK. And one of the reasons that I aligned myself with them is because their commitment to force-free training, their commitment to not using any aversives is much stronger than that of the Certification Council for Professional Dog Trainers. It's much stronger than that of the International Association of Animal Behavior Consultants, which I left the IAABC. I was certified through them, but we had a disagreement, especially when it came to the use of aversive training. They were still on, it's okay to do Lima. And they even had a committee that if you had to use a shock collar, they would guide you through that. Well, that was unacceptable to me. So I resigned from the IAABC and I aligned myself with International Canine Behaviorists. Check them out, icbdogs.com. So this is the premiere pilot episode, basically, of the Profitable Dog Trainer. And one of the things I want to do is I want to give out my email, because you can help shape this show by letting me know what it is you like, what it is you don't like, what you would like me to talk about, what you're struggling with, and if you've got success stories. If there are things that you have found in the course of running your own dog training business that have worked really well from you, we want to hear from you. Maybe we bring you on the show and we interview you. I'm going to be doing interviews for some of the shows, and I'm always looking for somebody great to interview. But I wanted to take this first show and talk a little bit about my background so that I can introduce myself to you and you can understand what the Profitable Dog Trainer podcast is going to be all about. First of all, any dog trainer, anybody that has a dog training business will benefit from this podcast. However, if you're a dog trainer that is not certified, if you're a dog trainer that uses aversives, there might be things in this podcast that you might not like. Now, the podcast is not about talking about what methods are okay to use, what methods are not okay to use. This is not that type of podcast. If you want to talk about that, then you can check out my other podcast, Dog Training Today with Will Bangura, where we talk about dog training. This is all going to be about the dog training business and how do you make money as a dog trainer. Now, back in 1991, I started my full-time dog training business. Prior to that, I was doing it part-time. And at that time, before I went to a full-time trainer, I had a full-time job where I had been working for 8 years with Scranton Gillette Communications, which was a business-to-business advertising, marketing, communications business. And back in 1996, I started with that company to promote integrated marketing campaigns. And part of that integrated marketing that we were doing for our clients was, hey, the internet's here. Now, it's 2025. The internet, everybody knows about the internet. But I got to tell you, in 1996, very few people were doing anything with the internet. You know, I'm a behavior consultant, and so I do a lot of virtual behavior consultations through video conference. Back in 1996, I was doing video conferencing through NetMeeting. If any of you old timers are out there, you might remember NetMeeting. And I was talking to people about, hey, you've got to have a website. It's not enough to just, have a brick and mortar facility. It's not enough to be great at what you do, but the internet's going to be the next big, great thing. And you need to have a presence on there. And I learned when I started my dog training business that if you don't have a presence on the internet, if you're not ranking high on the internet, you're not going to have any business. Because here's the thing. Now, some of you may have these big facilities, and maybe you've got a brick and mortar facility that has a lot of foot traffic, that's in a really good area. And maybe because of your location and the fact that you have a brick and mortar facility, you get a lot of business. But what about those trainers that don't have that? Then you have to rely upon word of mouth. You have to rely upon referrals. So there again, if you don't have a brick and mortar facility, and if you don't have a ton of referral business, then you're not making the money that you're looking for. I guarantee it. You're not making the money unless you can be found on Google. And yes, I'm going to talk about Google. I'm not going to talk about Yahoo. I'm not going to talk about Bing, because Google has over 90% of all searches. And today, if you look into consumer behavior, if you look into the psychology of consumers, when they're looking for a service, the first thing that they're doing is they're getting on Google and they're doing a search for plumber near me, interior decorator near me, and dog trainer near me. Or maybe they're looking for dog socialization or puppy socialization classes near me. Or they might be saying dog aggression training in Albany, New York. So they're local searches. And with Google, when you do a search like that, one of the first things that comes up are all these ads. Well, years ago, nobody knew any different. They were clicking the ads, the pay-per-click ads. But today, consumers are pretty savvy. They understand and they can identify that there's a lot of ads, and that's different than organic search results. Organic search results are non-paid search results. Sponsored search results are those paid Google ads. And today the consumer is a lot smarter. They skip through those paid ads for the most part. They want to see who's ranking the highest in the organic search rankings. Now, I did a case study, and it's comparing two different Chicago-based dog trainers. And trainer number one is a Chicago dog trainer who has been in business for over 30 years. So they've been around for a long time. They're a certified trainer through the Certification Council for Professional Dog Training. They've got their CPDT. I'm losing my letters here. They're a certified professional dog trainer, knowledge assessed. And when I did some research, I found they're not getting any internet traffic whatsoever. Yet there's and they don't rank anywhere for any keywords. If I put in dog training Chicago, I could go through page after page after page of Google search results. This trainer doesn't come up. And they're great at what they do. They've been doing this for 30 years. They're certified. They're committed to ethical-based training, positive reinforcement. They're anti-aversive training. I love it. But nobody can find them, at least not on the internet. What they do have going for them is they've got a brick and mortar facility. If they didn't have that, they would have no business. And many of you don't have a facility. And many of you are not getting handfuls of referrals every day. So you've got to have a great internet presence. Now, the second dog trainer in my case study that I ran was a dog trainer in Chicago that actually claims to be force-free, believe it or not, but they use shock collars. But they call their shock collar training method force-free. So if you do a Google search for force-free dog trainer Chicago, this shock collar trainer comes up number one. And if you just do a Google search for dog trainer Chicago or dog training Chicago, they come up within the first 3 organic search listings. As a matter of fact, because they're doing so well in their rankings, they're averaging about between 700 to 1,300 website visitors every single month. And again, on the other side, the certified trainer that's been in business for 30 years is getting 0 website traffic. They don't rank anywhere for any keywords. The big difference between the two trainers, when I look at their website, and I've got extensive knowledge in advertising, marketing, digital marketing, web design, search engine optimization. These are things, it's almost like you've got to be a tech wizard in addition to being a professional dog trainer. You've got to know these things, or you've got to find a company that knows their stuff. And, I spent tens of thousands of dollars with professional SEO companies only to have to figure it out on my own. To take the knowledge that I have from my previous career in advertising and marketing and internet marketing and bring that into the dog training world. But the big difference between the two trainers, the certified trainer had very few backlinks. Very few other websites were linking to that trainer's website. However, the aversive dog trainer, the non-certified trainer, had all kinds of websites linking to their website. And one of the most important factors, one of the most important ranking factors in order to get your website ranking high on Google is how many backlinks that you have. How many high quality websites are linking to your website? See, the way Google looks at it, these links, these backlinks to your website, those are like votes of confidence. And the more backlinks you have, if they're good quality, because there's a lot of bad links out there too. We'll talk about that in a second. But the more good quality links that you have coming into your website, Google looks at it and says, wow, you must really be an authority. You must really be good, because look at all of these votes of confidence that are out there. But they don't just happen by accident. You have to actively work really hard at getting backlinks. And then there's the whole thing behind backlinks where you've got do follow backlinks, no follow backlinks. You have backlinks that are reciprocal. You've got backlinks that are non-reciprocal. So let's just break that down a little bit. When it comes to backlinks, when we talk about do follow backlinks, there's a link there and it's got some code on the back end of the website that tells Google, yeah, follow that link. Count that link. And then there are no follow links where people have the links on their website, but they're telling Google, hey, don't follow this. Well, if the links that you have from other websites are no follow links, you're really not getting any benefit from that. You need to have do follow links. And a lot of people don't know that either. Now, when it comes to reciprocal versus non-reciprocal linking. Let me talk about that. So a reciprocal link is just what it says. It's I scratch your back, you scratch my back. So I link to your website, you link to my website. Well, Google's not too thrilled about that because they look at these reciprocal links as false votes of confidence. You're trying to get over on the search engine. You're trying to be slick. You're trying to be sneaky about it. And that's not going to help you rank any higher for the most part. You'll get a little bit of boost, tiny bit, but not much. As a matter of fact, if the only links that Google sees are all reciprocal, you may even get penalized and you might see your rankings drop. However, there are non-reciprocal links, and those are one-way links where, for example, let's say that a veterinary behaviorist links or has a link on their website to my website, but I don't have a link to their website. Well, that is a really high quality, non-reciprocal link that is going to help my website rank higher. Now, one link isn't going to do it. You need to have many links, but quality is better than quantity. Okay? And it's difficult to get other high quality websites to just want to go ahead and give you a link to your site. First of all, you've got to sell them on yourself. And they're busy. They've got their own business. What's in it for them to link to your website? They might not see that it has any benefit to them, and it takes work because they've got to get into their website or they've got to give that information to whoever does their website, because a lot of dog trainers, they don't do their own websites. They've got somebody else doing it. So not only is it difficult for a dog trainer to understand how to do this linking thing, but if they've got to ask the person that's working on their website to do it, they're going to get charged. So it doesn't make any financial sense to do that. And there's all these what we call black hat SEO strategies. Now, black hat SEO strategies, black hat means, hey, those are backhanded, slick tricks. And eventually Google finds out about it and you get penalized. You know, there's a lot of companies out there that will tell you we can get you a lot of backlinks, but they're garbage backlinks. They're on websites that aren't related to the dog training world. A generic website, a website that is primarily designed for nothing but links. And a lot of people are spending money on that, not realizing that they're really not getting any benefit from that as well. Now, granted, you need to have a great website. You need to have your website optimized. But one of the most important strategies in getting your website to rank high is having high quality, one-way backlinks to your website. So how do you do that? Well, one of the reasons I started a digital marketing company specifically for certified dog trainers and certified behavior consultants was to be able to deal with that problem, because backlinks are the most important thing. They're going to get you ranking higher the fastest if you can get a good backlink profile. But it's so difficult to do. It's so difficult to do. So I created a company called Dog Pro Marketing, and you can visit us on the internet by going to dogpromarketing.com. That's dogpromarketing.com. And the reason I started this secondary business was seeing that when you start searching for dog trainers, and I don't care what city you're searching for, there's one thing that you're going to notice that happens across the board. The websites that are ranking the highest on Google are typically websites from big chain dog training companies or trainers that are not certified and trainers that might be using questionable methods. Now, I know there are some great certified dog trainers and certified behavior consultants that are ranking really high. And I want you on the show if you are. So email me at info@dogpromarketing.com, info@dogpromarketing.com. If you're doing well on Google, I want to hear from you. We want to interview you. But what's happening on the internet, unfortunately, the vast majority of really good, ethically based, science-based, evidence-based, certified professional dog trainers and certified behavior consultants, they're not showing up anywhere on the internet. They're, and if you're not in the first 3 or so organic search results, you're missing out on 90% of the internet traffic. And that's what you see out there. Do a search. Get on the internet. Get on Google and do dog training New York, dog training Los Angeles, dog training Chicago, dog training Phoenix, dog training, insert your city there. And look at who's ranking the highest in the organic search results. You're going to find it's the vast majority are chains, big training companies that have lots of different training businesses throughout the United States, or a lot of trainers that are not certified. And unfortunately, the pet parents out there think that, well, the trainers, the trainers that really know what they're doing, they're the ones that rank at the top. And that's not necessarily true. The fact of the matter is, most of the best trainers that follow science-based and evidence-based practices, most of the best trainers that are certified are not at the top of the Google search results organically. And because I've been in this industry for a long time, and now I'm really passionate about science-based, evidence-based training, really passionate about trainers that are certified and continue their education and really know their stuff, and really turned off by the balanced trainers, really turned off by the coercive trainers. And listen, I was one of them. I lived that life. So I'm not just talking that because I'm certified and I use total positive reinforcement. Been there, done that. Use shock collars, use choke collars, use prong collars. I'm not happy about it. But back then, hey, I didn't know what I didn't know. And unfortunately, there are some trainers that they don't want to know more. They don't want to learn. They don't want to change. They don't want to grow. But for you, certified trainers that are listening to this podcast, you do. You are invested in your education. You are invested in your continuing education. You're invested in science-based and evidence-based training practices and animal welfare. You train with ethics. So Dog Pro Marketing and dogpromarketing.com and this podcast is all about helping certified trainers, certified behavior consultants get to the top of the Google search results, which is going to get you by far the most amount of leads and potential clients and customers. And that's going to increase your revenue if you know how to sell to them. So in this podcast, The Profitable Dog Trainer, we're going to be talking about lots of different marketing strategies, lots of different sales strategies, so that you can really increase not only your revenue, but increase your influence amongst pet parents, helping more pet parents, helping more pets to get what they need. One of the things that I'm doing is creating what's called a non-reciprocal backlink exchange network or non-reciprocal backlink exchange membership at dogpromarketing.com, where we're going to be doing non-reciprocal backlinks. You know, we've got about 5,000 certified trainers that are certified by the Certification Council for Professional Dog Trainers. Imagine if we all came together and we started linking to one another's websites, but not direct links, because that Google doesn't like. But let's say that trainer A links to trainer B's website, and trainer B links to trainer C's website, and trainer C links to trainer D's website, and so on and so forth. You build this matrix, you build this web of certified professional dog trainers, certified behavior consultants, and everybody is getting these high quality backlinks, these high quality votes of confidence, and we start seeing our websites go up and up and up and up in the search results. And it is something that nobody's ever done. But imagine if you had 100 backlinks from certified professional dog trainers or behavior consultants linking to your site. Those are 100 votes of confidence. Google's going to look at that and say, wow. And you're going to start gravitating up to the top. Backlinks are critical. If there's one thing that I could give any trainer advice on to rank higher on Google, it's getting good quality backlinks. However, it's the most difficult thing to do if you don't have a plan in place. And so the way I look at it, it's like we're all helping each other out. You know, it's like the rising tide lifts all boats. You know, by ourselves, we're just a whisper. But together, we're a roar. So I just wanted to take a few minutes today to introduce myself. This podcast is brand new. It's going to be growing over time. We're going to be covering lots of different topics. Please do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the podcast. Tell other trainers about the podcast. And send me an email at info@dogpromarketing.com. Let me know what you want to learn about. Let me know what you want to hear about. Well, that music means I'm out of time here. Didn't want to create a really long podcast for the first one. This is only about 30 minutes long. And again, it's just an introductory episode so you could understand a little bit about me. We're going to be getting into all of the meat and potatoes when it comes to dog trainer marketing and sales and dog training to really help you as a certified trainer or a certified behavior consultant to really prosper and to be able to promote high quality training throughout the profession so that the top Google search results are by evidence-based, science-based trainers rather than uncertified trainers using questionable methods. So I appreciate you being here. I'm Will Bangura. You've been listening to The Profitable Dog Trainer. Happy training.